and gentlemen, Boomy is your North American Winter Champion. Sandstorm is the Spring Champion. Once again,
the tournament is over. Sandstorm and Boomy, they are the BCX 2v2 champions.
Huge, it's not over yet! It's not over yet! It's not over yet! Another one coming here. Oh, the downer lands, double downer, side arrow, the side!
Recovery! He's dead! Don't wait!
What's happening down here? Get back on camera!
Get back down there! What is happening? What is happening?
Tony Travis is going to be the North American Brawlhalla World Champion!
Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Hey there, welcome to the Brawlhalla 2021 Rewind. I wasn't really sure how I was going to make this rewind since I've never seen anyone make a 2021 Rewind for Brawlhalla, until recently. Anyways, I've decided I'm going to go through the different patch notes, tournaments, crossovers, and anything else significant that's happened this year in chronological order. No spoilers, but you want to stick around till the end, because that's the best part, besides my awesomely edited beginning. Alright, without further delay, here we go, the Brawlhalla 2021 Rewind. Our journey begins on January 14th with the release of Magyar. Magyar is the third and most recent Great Sword legend to be released, and is also the first legend to have a possibility of maxed out defense. It was... Magyar was very popular on release, just like all legends. Nowadays, though, the only people playing it are the pros that are trying to demoralize people in tournaments. Thanks for that, Java. Unsurprisingly, Greatsword was also nerfed heavily in this patch. We also saw some visual effects added from Experimental, including the last jump cloud and the wall touch cloud. 2 weeks later, on January 27th, Greatsword received some hurtbox adjustments. There were some other adjustments in that patch too, but come on. All we care about is Greatsword nerfs. About a month later, on the 24th of February, we got our third installment of the Battle Passes. This season was called Jotun Winter. Jotun... You know what? Google, help me out here.
Jotun.
Ah yes, Jotun, my bad. Here, I got an easier name for it. Garbage. Yeah, I can't really say I was a fan of this season. Definitely the worst Battle Pass so far. The only thing worthwhile in this Battle Pass was the Bryn skin, but I wasn't able to get it in time. Therefore, I'm going to completely neglect its existence and say this was a 0 out of 10 Battle Pass. Don't worry though, because only 3 days later the Winter Championship of 2021 starts. We saw Boomy win in North America, Wes win in South America, and impressively, Akino took both singles and doubles in Europe. For the first big tournament of the year, not bad. Although my favorite part was how Sandstorm didn't win. Cause you know, he's won a couple of times. So, it's just nice to see someone else win for once. Skipping ahead to March 24th, the first crossovers of the year are released, the Kung Fu Panda crossovers. Overall, I'd say these crossovers are really good. However, if you want to see where they specifically rank, you can check out my top 10 crossovers video in the iCard on the right. This patch also saw the release of a new map, Spirit Realm. Then, on April 14th, a new legend called Reno was released. Now, Reno was the first non-Greatsword character to come out since the release of Greatsword. You have to wonder what the Brawlhalla executives were thinking when they made this character. Alright guys, it's time to release the first non-Greatsword character. What should we do? Ooh, I know! Let's make him a bipedal cricket with guns and an orb. I love it. However, to give credit where credit is due, Reno is a good legend. Plus, in his release trailer, we got to see Lord Vrax's amazing face. Moving on to April 24th, we saw the start of the Spring Championships. During the tournament, we saw Pavelski take Akno's crown, Wes win once again in South America, and... oh no. What do you mean he's back at full power? Talking like he's an android or something like that. You know what, I wouldn't even be surprised at this point. Skipping the next couple of useless patches, on June 5th we had the Parsec Invitational. I'm sure one of you is gonna say, what do you mean useless patches? There's no such thing as a useless patch. Okay then, here you go, patch 5.07, new skins. Are you happy? Moving back to the Parsec Invitational, Pavelski wins the tournament. And no, we are not going to talk about who won the North American Parsec Invitational. Then, on June 16th, the Ninja Turtle crossovers were released. I'll always like these crossovers because this was the first time that Mirage got a crossover. It wasn't really a good crossover, but I still bought it. We also saw one of the ugliest maps to date get released in a Brawlhalla, Turtle's Lair. Seriously guys, what were you thinking?
Holy Jesus.
3 days later, on June 19th, the Pro Series of 2021 began. I've never watched the Pro Series, but the only thing I do know about it is it takes forever. Seriously, almost 2 months is a little long for a tournament. Now officially halfway through 2021, on July 7th, the visual cue for outer recovery options were added from experimental. The visual cue is the sweat beads that show when you have no more recovery options. Then, on August 11th, the 4th installment of the Battle Passes came out. Despite what a lot of other people have told me, I actually like the Season 4 Battle Pass. It has a good theme, it has the best color scheme, and the skins are pretty good. The only thing I don't really like about this Battle Pass is the final skin. Compared to the previous 3, this is the worst one. I'll give this Battle Pass a 9 out of 10, or an A, for added different skin. 3 days later, why do I feel like I say that a lot? On August 14th, the Summer Championships started. There, we saw Kyler Alice win in Australia, Power Ranger win both 1s and 2s in South America, and Acno reclaim his crown in Europe. Oh yeah, and Sandstorm won in North America, but I don't think I really had to say that. Moving into the fall months of 2020, on September 11th, the Mammoth Arcadian began. In North America, we saw Impala take the crown, and in Europe, we saw Magi take the win. Just 6 days after the conclusion of the Arcadian, the Mammoth Invitational started. Do you remember what I said about Magyar earlier? Nowadays though, the only people playing it are the pros that are trying to demoralize people in tournaments. Whoever wrote this stole the words right out of my mouth. Then on September 22nd, the Part 2 of the Walking Dead crossovers were released. This was the first and only time we've seen a Part 2 come out for a crossover. Let's just say this Part 2 was kind of disappointing. Let's move on before I start talking about how Daryl was the best Walking Dead crossover. On October 2nd, the Autumn Championships started. And hey, what do you know, Sandstorm won in both of his tournaments, and so did Acno. How surprising. On October 13th, Muna was released. This also signaled the beginning of game version 6, hence patch 6.0. This was also the update where we had to say goodbye to post-game chat. Oh yay, emojis. Just 3 days later, on October 16th, I made my first Brawlhalla YouTube video. Yeah, remember when I said I was covering everything important that happened in 2021? Well, clearly I wasn't lying, because this was a very important event. Then, on November 5th, BCX of 2021 started. We saw many great things happen, such as Sandstorm not winning the 1v1 NA champions. But then that's all thrown out the window because him and Boomy won NA doubles for the 3rd time in a row. I might be tired of seeing Sandstorm win, but 3 years in a row of winning the World Championships, that's impressive. And congrats to Cody Travis for beating the odds and taking down Java in the 1v1 North America Championships. Also, right after the conclusion of BCX on November 20th, Metadev Barraza was released. Not my favorite Metadev, but it is still pretty good looking. 2 days later, on November 22nd, the Street Fighter crossovers were released. In my opinion, they were the best crossovers that come out this year, so good job BMG. To be honest, if I could redo my top 10 crossovers video, I'd put Akuma in the top 10. I didn't give him enough credit. Moving into the last year of the month, on December 15th, the infamous dodge changes were added to Brawlhalla. Or, I guess not added, but it's added to experimental. I'm not gonna get into that though, I made an entire video on it last week. I'm sure some of you are thinking, well, that's it, he covered everything important in 2021, but there's still one more thing I've yet to go over. On December 29th, I, TrippedUp, achieved Diamond. Oh boy, that was nice. Oh my god! Please, let that be enough. Oh my god! Diamond! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we conclude the Brawlhalla 2021 Rewind. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before you go, I want to have a quick word. I don't want to be cliche or anything, but thank you guys for giving me an awesome 2021. I've only been doing Brawl content for a small amount of time, but in that time, I've grown to 92 subscribers in just a month. Back when I did YouTube as a little kid years ago, I thought 100 subscribers would be impossible. But here we are, we're almost there. So if you aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for awesome weekly content. See you guys in 2022. Alright, I'm out of here.